Hi, welcome, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be replacing an iPhone 11 screen. This is the regular iPhone, not the Pro. What happened is that there's no display on the screen, but I do hear the alarm goes off, incoming calls, and incoming text messages. When I turn on and off that little switch, I can hear the silent goes on and off, and with the vibration. Let me hopefully you guys can hear it. So it's vibrating on my table, and you can hear that the sound is working, but I have no display. So first thing I like to do is to go ahead and remove the two screws and replace the screen and see if that works. Here I'll be using a Pentalobe P2, which is the 0.8, the little 5 pointy star tip. Once you remove the two screws here right next to the charging port, the next part is to get a metal prying tool and stick it in between the phone and the screen like such. And what you like to do is to go ahead and cut the adhesive along the side. Because the phone is water resistant, it prevents the dust, prevent water from getting into the phone. So there's this gooey adhesive sticking all around the phone. Using this metal prying tool that helps to separate them. And if you're having a hard time to separate the phone, what you can do is get a hair dryer to warm up the side of the screen so that it gets warm and the glue does not get sticky, and therefore it's a lot easier for you to remove it. Here you can see that little gooey stuff here. This is what I'm referring to, that holds prevent the water or the dust to get into the phone. Alright, the next step is to go ahead and disconnect the battery. The battery connector is hidden underneath this cable here. Kind of zoom in a little bit so things are easier to see. I'll be using a Pry screwdriver, or the little Y-shaped screwdriver here. I'll be removing 3 screws. There's one here. The second screw is right there. And the third screw is hidden right underneath that flex cable. So you need to open up that, peel that flex cable to the back and remove that screw here. So there are 3 screws, and then this little triangle shaped bracket will just come right off. Once you've removed that, the next step is to get a plastic prying tool, go underneath and disconnect this cable here. That is the battery cable. Once you have disconnected that, use the same Pry screwdriver, the little Y shape. I'll be removing the screw here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 screws in total. Once you have removed that, go ahead and remove the bracket and disconnect this 2 flex cable. That 2 flex cable is for your LCD screen. And here comes the proximity sensor, the ear speaker for the front, and that would run along to this connector here. So go ahead and disconnect that as well. And the entire screen will just come right off. Once the screen is off, what we're trying to do is to transfer everything over from here to the screen replacement. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. You need a Phillips screwdriver. There are going to be 3 screws here holding down the proximity sensor with the ear speaker on it. So go ahead and remove the 3 screws. And this Y-shaped screw here, the tri-little screw on the very top, go ahead and remove that. So there are 4 screws all together. Once you're done with that process, let's go ahead and start opening it up. I want to be very gentle with this here. Or you can go ahead and scrape the entire bracket. So this is the mounting bracket here, right? What we can do is remove that and transfer the entire piece over if you can. If not, you just remove the proximity sensor. Okay, I just have removed the whole piece here. Again, like I said, if you just want, you can remove just the proximity sensor itself and lift the bracket in like such and transfer the entire proximity sensor. And again, I noticed that this is a lot easier to remove because I think this phone has been replaced in the past before. It doesn't seem like it's original from Apple, so therefore things are not as sticky as it was originally. Keep that in mind. It might look easy on this video, but it might be difficult when you're doing it coming from an original Apple screen. Okay, just keep that in mind, but just be gently when you replace it. All you have to do is just take your time and try not to break the cable. Okay, go underneath that and just gently remove it altogether. So I'll be replacing just the proximity sensor without getting the bracket as well. So now you just have to realign them in a position where it goes back to the bracket and close it down. I noticed that they might have a missing little metal piece right there in the center here. You might want to transfer it. For my case, I don't have it, so probably previously there was replacement. Maybe the thing was missing, it wasn't transferred over, so you should see a metal piece right there. I think it's a grounding process, meaning that the proximity sensor or something, they might have I don't know what the bracket is for, to be honest with you, but I think it's a grounding process to ground the phone. Is there such a thing to ground the phone? Like how Electric City at home, you have a grounding wire that goes to the ground to prevent from any surge or whatnot. Maybe the phone has it, I don't know. Comment below if you know the result. What is this middle bracket in the middle is for? Okay, so let's go ahead and screw this one in, which seems to be a problem now. Okay, once I have 4 screws holding down the proximity sensor, now we just have to do the reverse process, transfer it back here, and hopefully everything would turns on and work. I'd like to kind of guide it in, the wire first, guide all the way in, and then have the proximity sensor cable snap back onto, and this 2 little wire for the screen, and then the battery. They're kind of like Lego. Once you find the connector sitting on top of the base, it should be very easy, and give it a gentle push and that should install it. You don't really have to force it in, and if you're forcing it in, that means the connector is not aligned. So realign them again, making sure that you're not putting pressure or force to get it in. Okay. I'm going to flip that little cable. I know this screw is kind of difficult to get in, but just take your time. I think I flip it too much and the cable just came off. So put it back, Easy, just like that. The bracket. Just a quick reminder, if you're not sure where to buy the screen, the tools, the replacement screen for this iPhone 11 and the tools for the repair, check the link down description below. I'll link it to either Amazon or eBay, where you can find the replacement part directly, and you can go ahead and check it out. And hopefully this video helps you to get your cracked screen repair, or whatever the backlight is burnt out or anything happened to the screen. Hopefully this video can walk you through the process. Okay, once you're done with that, go ahead and snap the front first. So I like to push the front in first, kind of tuck it in. Okay, once you have that in, and kind of align here in the bottom, kind of push it in, crunch it down side by side, and make sure everything is all closed in. Go ahead and press the power button. Hopefully that turns on. Yay, I do have an Apple logo. So it was the screen that was the problem. Now the screen is working, which is a good sign. So that is the old screen right here. And again, just a quick reminder, if you're not sure where to buy the screen from, check the link down description below. I'll direct you to either Amazon or eBay, where you can find the screen directly, purchase it from them, and hopefully this video would help you and guide you to the repair. And if you comment down below if you like it, like the video if you do like it, and what does it say here? System no SIM card available. Okay, yep, I know there was no SIM. And again, if you really appreciate my work and you want to show support, please go ahead and click on the YouTube Super Thanks. YouTube Super Thanks allow you to share your gratitude and support my work if you really appreciate it. I hope my video helps you. And again, thanks for liking the video and subscribe. And I'll see you next one. Bye now.